right.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah.
Very excited.
All right. So, of course, there's always going to be a little bit of a delay. So, this one is running way more on
It's
schedule
fine.
because I had some other. I had a lot of technical difficulties this morning. It was
Oh
my.
God, did you actually?
Oh, let me. Whoopsies. Let me pull up the Zoom. That way. Okay. Um, should be good to go. So, if you want to look on the stream, it is all exactly as it should look. So of course I'm gonna take a picture of it and I'm gonna make a story out of it. And while I'm doing that, if you want to give a big thank you to Beatbox Cards for making this this custom background.
Who is it? Sorry.
He's in the chat right now actually, and on the YouTube chat, live stream chat.
Okay. Awesome, 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 awesome. Big thank you for making the stuff, the things and the stuff and the stuff and the things, because that takes a lot of work.
Oh, I'm just seeing his question now. if if I pass Danish champs elims this year, then can I have an interview? I mean, I don't have. Someone was asking me, by the way, like, if I have like a cutoff or whatever to interview people. My answer is not really.
No, because
I mean,
like
most
the thing
people that
is that like they've got to be a certain standard, of course, but like that
it's. I mean,
standard's
it always
very
starts with like my relationship with them. So not everybody necessarily who has like the highest credentials in the world will I interview them. Um, so like it's a mix. It's just a mix of factors. Um,
yeah.
and we will talk about that. So since we are live, it looks like we are just ready to go. We're right on schedule. AVH feeling salty because we were 40 minutes late on his. I'm just kidding. No, but anyway, it's all good. Okay. Oh, you gained your subscriber, I think. Oh yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Beatbox Card. Yeah, 433. Yeah, we're almost halfway there. Yeah. So when we get to 500, that'll be halfway to 1K. And then at 1K, I think it's 1K and then like some other factor that goes in that you can monetize. And then my plan has always been, if and whenever I monetize, then I'm going to start splitting the profits with the people who are, who are after that. The best. I mean, the best I can. Yeah. Okie dokie. Oh, the only thing is with Beatbox with the cards with Crythix's background is I need to go back in the. Hold on, if I zoom you out of here. I gotta change the color of the the chat box. And I gotta move one other thing up, but for the most part, I'm very pleased with this.
I'm glad, because like I said, it takes a lot for people to make these sort of things. So, you know, the fact that someone's gone out of their way and doing it for you is really nice. So
Yeah, it's really, really, really nice. All right, let's try a different color here. Gonna try. Let's see here. Yellow with okay. Yellow with a blue background. I think that should be. I think that should pop up on here. Let's see what happens. All right. Oh, both of our webcams behind the picture. Okay. Oh. Speaking of which, let me put the chat box behind there. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's coming up better actually. Yeah.
cool.
All right. So that chat color thing worked. Okay. And then he said to put the capture behind. Okay, let me just drag the image up. If I drag the image up, let me. Well, no. That didn't work because now the image blocked all that. Okay, I'm gonna undo that. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with the framing and the way it is. I'm just gonna do one.
Then go for it, mate.
Yeah, actually, pretty happy with it to be honest. I think everything else is scaled and zoomed in and out the way I want it to. Chat box. Yep. Okay, you said pull the webcam down. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. And then Wicko's. I'm pretty happy with Wicko's. All right. So I think we're ready to go here. Okay. Okie dokie. So then I gotta go back onto the Zoom so that people can actually see Wicko. Otherwise, nobody's gonna see him.
Oh, that's such a shame.
Okay. Well, I'm actually really happy with this. So we're just gonna keep on going. I bet there are some people like when they did their very first stream, they probably had, they were probably looking at their stream details and they totally forgot to put whether it was Zoom or the camera. So like nobody saw the other person. Nobody saw the actual people on the screen.
Yeah, no. Bad idea that.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I was kind of inspired to do more live streams. So when I was in Clip, I'm on the Clip server. I remember the first time Dom Tapper, he did the tournament. Well, it was like Guru and Dom. They did the tournaments. Then I think Rhyme came on board. Who sure. Give us a second, Beatbox Crythix. Give us a second and we will answer that. Rhyme came on board, started doing these insane graphics, and I was thinking of how Swiss does their stuff. And I just decided to kind of do it, and then Beatbox Cards, out of the kindness of his heart, decided to help me with some of my own graphics. So there you go.
Yeah, which is great.
All right, now we're all caught up with that. So I am your host, Milz, aka Milz05, aka Milz from America. This is season 2, so that means season 1 we did it last summer, and I feel like with my availability, pretty much next summer will be season 3, and then next summer after that, blah blah blah. Check out. So season 1 had about 45 videos. Some of them are on Insta Lives because some platforms didn't work for some people. Season 2. This should be, I think, number 5.
Yes.
Yeah, so we had like Double, we had AVH, we had uh some other people. So season 1, I want to talk about maybe the person we have in front of us was maybe the guinea pig for this whole interview idea. So, to answer Krythix's question, who am I interviewing today and how did he get here?
Don't know. So my name is Wicko. My real name is Louis. I'm 21. I'm from the UK, and yeah, I've known Milz for quite a while. So, he was sort of like, "Can you get behind me on this interview series?" I was like, "Sure, why not?" So that's why I'm here. That's why I was here last time, and then obviously due to my success last year is the reason why I'm here today. So, banging.
All right. So how exactly did we meet? I wonder if it was on like Facebook or a Facebook Messenger or some UK group or something like that.
It was, yeah. You got added in by Matthew Han into one of the UK chats that we had, and then I started talking to you. I was like, "Oh, a new person. Let's say hi." And that literally was where we got from there. I just said hi, and we've just been talking for the last couple of years. So it's been sick, really. It's been good. It's been good. It's been good to see your journey as well. Your journey with coming back to do this season 2, and how much you're growing and doing the work with the loop station stuff for disciples. It was amazing. So yeah, man, you're growing a lot.
That whole disciples thing, that was interesting. I will not lose because I am a disciple of Milz 505. I got the rhythm. I got the. That was funny. Yeah, that was funny because they were just like kind of picking people, and Frosty KBA Biscuit picked me, and then I think that idea to name it that way was honestly Frosty's idea.
Yeah, of course it was Frosty's idea. Of course it was Frosty's idea.
It just started as that, and then it became a like a funny cult or whatever.
Yeah,
And I think it's because of that whole Mad Meal 2 thing with Biscuit doing that Meals. And then Darny typed Mad Mills 3 or Mad Mills 2 in the chat at some point. Vocoder version 2. I am not Vocoder version 2. I am not Vocoder version 2. That's funny. Funny comment in there.
Yes. Yeah.
So here's the thing. So this is the first time where I'm gonna do in the same season that I'm doing these new interviewees with Wicko here. This is the first time doing like a version 2.0 updates. So it's up to you, Wicko. I kind of left it open ended. Like if you wanted to kind of, depending how much you wanted to either rehash, kind of what we talked about in season 1, like a mixture of that, or just kind of start in with exactly where you left off from last summer. So it's up to you.
I mean, you're the host, so just give me some questions and we'll just go for it, and I can go on a tangent for another like couple of hours, me. So let's just give me some questions and I'll answer them. That's how an interview works.
Did you say
right?
tangent from the western part of the UK?
From Wales, yes.
It sounds a bit Irish. Wait, I sound like
a little bit Irish.
Tangent. Beatbox
Yeah.
tangent.
Yo, if you've got tangent from Wales, is gonna. We won't talk about tangent. We'll talk about Wicko.
He's an OG. Yeah, he was also on season 1. Yeah, season 1 I started with a lot of UK people. So
yeah, you did. And I see you got a couple others coming to the forefront as well, which I'm very excited for.
Yeah, definitely gonna do our. We have some tag teams in store. I've never interviewed a tag team before. I kind of did. I mean, yes, Sweet and Bonzo at some point they kind of overlapped a little bit on both of theirs, but like not like a full-fledged like a full conscious effort, like it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Okay, so in season one, you kind of gave us your spiel on how you were a solo beatboxer. So I guess let's start with that. Um, where have you? Or no. Actually, let me back up to that. The first question in season one was kind of like a back non beatbox background. Has anything changed since that? For example, season one, you told us a lot about your drama and your teaching. So I guess let's start there. Any big
Um,
changes with that from last summer?
Nothing really. Other than obviously I've now completed uni, which is
Yeah.
you had that repaired, didn't you? um,
Yeah.
um, and I've got an audition with BAC, which is the Beatbox Academy in August, so that's going to be fun. That's probably it in terms of non-beatboxing stuff that's happened since season one, because not really much has changed, to be completely honest with you.
So I assume you've just been doing a lot more education, a lot more drama. Like, what about any particular projects that have kind of evolved? Like, for example, like I know the beatbox and drama. Like, maybe I don't know, maybe there's some beatboxers that you've kind of consulted or kind of like helped them with acting in there, like for like stage presence and a wild card, or I don't know, something like that.
Yeah. So I do. I have spoken to a lot of people about stage presence. It's quite an interesting topic because obviously, you only think about stage presence as, oh, I stand on stage, I do my beatboxing, buzz. But like in the UK scene, we've got a lot of very good high stage presence beatboxers. So I've spoken a lot with Milky, for example. I've spoken a lot with Frosty, a lot with different beatboxers from all over the UK about the ideology of stage presence and how we need to use it more, because if you're doing a beat and it's a 2 minute beat and you're in front of an audience crowd of like 350 people, you need to capture all those 350 people. So that's probably the best way that I see show presence, and other people say it differently. But it's really interesting to talk with beatboxers at the moment about stage presence and how we can use stuff that we've taken from drama over all the years of us doing drama to create this idea of the ultimate stage presence. And when I was lucky to go to SPS camp last year, or 2019, sorry, it was quite nice to talk about stage presence. People like Alexinio and LM, and recently I got to talk about stage presence with Reaps One, which was incredible. Um, who I can confirm now does exist. Um, and yeah, that was amazing. It's amazing to talk about all that sort of stuff, and the idea of how we mix drama with beatboxing, but also how we mix beatboxing and drama. There's a lot of stuff going on in the US at the moment with the performance called a Freedom March, which Kayla Milady's in. So that's all kind of interesting. But also you've got the idea of a million voices, which was a project that Reaps One orientated, which a couple people, including myself, are going to try and use as part of a possible sound art production in the future.
All right, great. Yeah, that's awesome that you mentioned. You mentioned like working with Alexinho and Kayla and all of them. That's really
Yeah.
bad. That's really badass, to be honest.
Yeah, it's great that I've had the opportunity to chat with them, and and be able to speak to them literally at the touch of a button. So it's been amazing to be able to communicate with them and us all create an idea of how we can use drama within beatboxing, but also how we can use beatboxing to take drama and theatre to the next level.
Great. Yeah, stage presence. That's not something you can just learn in 2 seconds.
No.
It all starts with confidence, and it's just a mental game. It's an inner game.
It's more than in a game though, because it's about your positioning, it's about your body language, it's about how you present yourself to the crowd. It's more than just a mindset. You've got to then take that mindset and adapt that. So like if you're doing a gig, for example, and you're performing for 200 people, you've got to have the same mindset of I'm on stage to impress you. The same way as in a battle, I'm on stage to impress the judges, impress the audience, show off what I can do with my instrument, and use that to whoop you in a battle. So
Definitely. Um, Yeah. So all right. So everything on the stream is good. The the chat colors and all that stuff is better. Thanks, Cryfix in the chat. Okay. Question, and this is another reason I'm doing a live stream. Many reasons why I'm doing live stream instead of editing all this stuff afterwards. is he says, question for Wicko: how do you upgrade your stage presence? In addition, I'm assuming in addition to anything that you didn't already explain how, but
So your stage presence can take one of three ways. It can take either a reserved capacity, it can take a what we call a neutral capacity, and it can take what we call an aggressive capacity. So basically what you're aiming to do is have that aggressive capacity in your own form. So for example, if you're doing quite a harsh build up, you use that to get the crowd on side by doing gestures of body gestures and movement gestures while you're doing that, and then you use that to get the crowd on side when you go for a really heavy drop. So that's one way of doing stage experience, but to improve it, you've got to get practice. It's the same with anything in beatboxing. You've got to practice going on stage, performing in front of people, and using your power and using your not aggressive tone but your conservative tone to produce that aggressive tone, which then allows you to be more present on stage. And also work the stage as well. Like, don't just stand in the middle of the stage. Work around it. Use the whole of it. Yeah, not like that. Use the whole of it. You know, one of the reasons why I got to top 16 in Manchester Battles, which I'm guessing we're going to go on to later, was because of the fact that I used the whole stage. I literally looked at every single person in the crowd and said, right, you're now going to be on my side. You're not going to care what I do. You're just going to be on my side.
yeah, because like sometimes like when I like to practice, like when I on repeat, I would watch MB14 doing the strumme concert, like so like Kian, so like my French sucks, but basically like Kian le prochain, like who's next? That's what it means. Who's next? Like I literally like I'm trying to like ask like who's next? Like who's next to die from cancer or get cancer? Like who? You? Is it you over there? You down here? You over there in the back? Yeah. So I totally agree.
Yeah,
It's not just saying
yeah,
who, and but it's like
exactly.
okay, well me, that person, us. You know, I
Yeah,
totally agree.
exactly. Yeah, and also it's about you treating the audience as another person, not just as a million faces, but you treat them as a person. So you want to show them that idea of this is something that I'm going to show you. You don't have to like it, but I'm going to show you it now. And you can go listen to it, and you can go, "Oh my God, that was amazing!" By going whooping and cheering, or you can go, "Oh, that was all right," by not really giving much of a response.
Yeah, I agree. Become his answer is become D-Lo and just do a backflip. Instant 10 out of 10.
I mean, when I was speaking to Dilo about stage presence, because Dilo always says to me that I'm one of the best people he's noticed for stage presence for ages. He's
Great.
told me that every single time he saw me. So yes, doing a backflip is nice, but also you can do something such
Especially
as
to a steady beat.
yeah, but also, but also you can do stuff such as swinging the mic, dropping the mic and picking it up with your other hand. You can do. There's more stuff you can do. I like to do quite a lot of almost like power play on the front of the stage. So, like for example, if someone's doing a beat, I'll go up to the front and be almost like trying to block them off and be like, "No, you're looking at me. This is shit. Don't look at them. Don't bother looking
Look
at
at me
them.
when I battle
Look,
you. You're
yeah,
talking to a
look at me.
god, though.
Yeah." Um, and also about how you use the other person as sort of a bodying ram. So if you're going towards them, you've got to show that I want to beat you sort of aggression, but at the same time you've got to show the confidence to the crowd that you're going to be able to get them on side. So in order to round it up and summarize, the way to upgrade your stage presence is to practice that idea of impressing a crowd without necessarily impressing them.
Yeah, I agree. Like the muscle memory has to be there so that you can actually focus on the more dynamic parts. Definitely. That's yeah, it's a whole other thing. Like when I battled Yes Swede, even though it's through a computer, there's still stage presence things to be. Like for example, like the last part of of my routine, I knew that there was gonna throw the mic at the crowd. um, uh, yeah, like there were some parts that I intentionally had practiced, like changing the words to try to customize it for, and actually look at them, and like you can do like a mic drop, or as long as it's like with what like don't just like since you and I were talking about this, like don't just do think gimmicky for gimmick's sake. Make sure it actually matches.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And gimmicks can be great if they're executed right. Or
Yeah.
like, for example, lyrics to suggest a certain person to take the mick out of them couldn't work. I mean, you look at, for example, UK Champs 2019 with the Kimmy and Suffix match when Kimmy said he can fuck his girlfriend better than him. So like, that is really mimicky, but it works. The same way I had lines for different people. I've got lines saved for different people. Like, I've got a house beat for Frosty called I Found You in Frosties, which obviously is a reference to the cereal, which is quite funny. So if I get Frosty UK champs this year, that's coming out.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
All right. So we talked about a lot of drama, stage presence. That's great. That's great. I'll shout out to Krathix. I realized that you can make people a mod, so I made him a mod. That's great. Um, I had to mod someone earlier today. So it's nice that I don't. It's one less thing I have to worry about. Um, yeah, Freddie Beats. Yeah, exactly. It's interesting because like Freddie Beats is, and of course there's always different types of stage presence. So his is more like the
Yeah.
comedy.
But Freddie Beats isn't. Freddie Beats' stage presence is different though, because Freddie
Right.
Beats does a lot of, like you said, he does a comedic stage presence. So he just addresses that to the beatboxing stage, and he always gets the card on his side. So
Yeah, that's great. All right. So season one, we talked about like how you got to beatboxing. Now, what are some more progressions since last summer on the solo beatbox side of things?
well, I'm currently top four in Scotland right now. So
Nice.
obviously got top four last year. Um, hoping to win it this year. Got about a month preparation to do. In about 3 days' time. So, just try and prepare stuff and get stuff ready at the moment for that. And yeah, that's really the main thing. Obviously, I got top 16 in a UK battle a couple of weeks ago. So
Yeah.
that was great because I managed to show everyone that actually I'm not just here just to be like, hello, I'm another ginger person. I was actually here to go, hey, I'm someone, I'm here, and this is what I've got. So
Nice. That's great. So you have Scottish beatbox battle. Now but even bigger than that is the UK. I've always wondered. I know there are some other regional parts. So like there's like Cardiff, the Cardiff stuff. That Matt Han would or no like Flow Case. What about some other?
yeah, yeah.
Is there some other like regional stuff that's more in like Great Britain or like London or somewhere on that side of the UK?
Well, the thing is, obviously, you've got so the way it used to work back in the day was it used to be based on battles as qualifiers for the UK champs. So you'd have four qualifiers dotted
Makes
around
sense.
the UK, and then they would go, and then the ones who won it would get an automatic place into the eliminations for UK champs. The way we're looking at working it in the future is that we have the same idea, but it's the winner of the Scottish champ, Welsh champs, Northern Irish champs, and English champs, which will be created and put in London. So there will be four champs happening in the year, and then the winners of those champs will go through to UK champs automatically, and then you'll get other wildcards that have to go through, etc. So
Nice. All right. Yeah, I'm glad you really explained all that. Okay. Next thing, season one, you talked about tag team. That was with Sen, I think. Still,
yes.
are you still with him? You still making progress, doing some things in that endeavor?
Well, UK. Well, we've got a battle in Bristol. That will be our official debut, because we were meant to make a GB wildcard this year, but we couldn't do it. due to Zoom corruption, which is great fun. Um,
Yeah.
and but yeah, luckily we've got an event to go to in October, so that'll be our tag team debut. We're going to be moving closer together as well, which is going to be great. So that's going to be really good because then we'll be able to see each other more, prepare more stuff, and get ready for Bristol and UK champs. Literally, the only battle we've got is against Kapow, which is Milky and Pie, or another tag team that is floating around, shall I say? But that's the way we're going to do it. Do well at Bristol, and then go for UK champs, and hopefully do as well as we think we're going to do.
Nice. Yeah, Milky and Pie. Those are some contenders. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple of really strong tag teams coming out of the UK. If you give us like 3 years, I wouldn't be shocked to see at least more than two in GBB. Like we had 2 entries this year from the UK. Next year, I reckon you'll get around about 7, 8 from the UK. I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't see at least 2, 3 tag teams from the UK. The way that the level are just going up in tag teams, because we've all saw the opportunity for tags and gone, why not? Let's just go for it. So you've got like Sabastica and Shiroga, and others that are going to come back and make tag teams as well. So it's amazing.
All right. So. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. What was I gonna ask you next? Yeah. So there. Yeah. A Cloud. I think is in for October.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah. I don't know if.
No, no,
Yeah. Kacha.
no.
Kacha was the last big thing in 19. I don't know if I wonder if Kacha. I don't know if anybody from Kacha is judging.
Yeah, I think D'Lo's judging, so I think that's why they're not entering. I yeah, and then obviously you have Hobbit and Ball Z, but I don't think they're entering this year. I
Oh yeah.
don't
I
know.
forgot about them. What did they call
But
themselves? I forgot. Oh, 16-bit Z. I think.
yeah, 16-bit C, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah. Shout out to
yeah.
Hobbit with
Yeah.
his all of his judging of so much stuff.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, I met Hobbit for the first time in Manchester, and it was great to meet him and chat to him and just be like, yo, yo, here's who I am. You've seen me a couple of times around, but here's actually who I am. He's like,
It's like some of the
hello, mate.
biggest names there was a D-Lo, Hobbit.
Dio, Hobbit, Reaps, MC Zani was there. Um, you had all of them came down. So you had Base Ventura there, Great Cloud and ACAM were there.
Right.
Frosty was there, Balance was there. Balance even participated in solos, which was nice to see him back on the solos grind. So that'll be good. But you've also got other UK boxers that are around. Like you've got the likes of people like Lourdis, Jaden Poulter, Days, all up and coming, Armani as well, all up coming from the under 18s, who are going to be entering solos this year. And then you've got the likes of Wish, Chewis, Team Y as well. And then you've got the likes of people who no one's heard of. So like you've got the likes of people from Ireland, like Magic, people from Scotland, like
What about a Kyle Eschvins guy?
Yeah, Carl Evans can enter solos this year if he wants to. A couple others from Wales as well, like OCB. So it's going to be the level for UK champs this year is going to be stupidly high, and it's just a case of someone getting top 32 that needs to get in top 32.
Nice. Okay. Another question. Yeah. Um, has your solo beatbox style changed since season 1? If not, what do you think? If it's still the same, what things do you think that you've improved since then? Or is it just you think you've improved on everything overall?
Variety. I've not changed my style. I still kept my bass my main focal point. but it's the point now where I can mix it all up. I've not just got my bass, I've got loads of other sounds, I've got a few special sounds that I'm working on at the moment. So it's just about continuously growing and getting to that point where I'm on the same level as the likes of Milky, who's probably top 4 at the moment, and Basement Sugar and all that lot. So that's what I would say personally is what I need to build my style up to. But that'll take time, and I've got time on my side, so we're sorted.
Okay. Let's check one thing. Okay. Sorry, it's just one. It was just one quick visual thing in the stream. I'm totally listening. Doing great job. Okay. Back to okay. Let me put you back to full screen. Okay. Beatbox card says, "Show us the special sound." Just hold on a second, because anything I'm trying to think anything else from season. Usually the last part before the like wrap up drop a beat thing is anything else in the future. So, or is it just to keep on doing what you're doing along with the drum on teaching on the side?
Well, the plan is to go into teaching as the main point. So it's going to sort of switch around. So it's going to be teaching as the main thought, working, being a teacher 5 days, basically 6 days a week, and then using the other day to do beatboxing and level myself up. Like from this year coming, so from January, I'm taking a year off completely from ballet because I need to just to get my personal teaching life sorted, all my drama stuff sorted out of the way. So next year, when I've done all my training and done all that sort of stuff, I'm going to come back and I'm going to hit it hard. And I'm talking going to places like France, USA, South America, because I'll have the opportunity to do that by then, and I'd literally go for every single competition that is available and try and go to as many as I can and learn more and more sounds and learn more about what I can do to get myself, hopefully, in that time, to be at least top 4 in the UK, which is the plan. So
sick. Okay. Any other questions, comments? Or if you just want to go straight into dropping a beat.
I don't mind. I do not mind. Has the chat got any more questions for me? Have you got any more questions for me?
Host beatbox tournament in the basement. Yeah, this is my basement. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, like I have a pretty noisy household. So this is the best I can do. Yeah. And then I still have my loop piano stuff set up over there with the black screen over there. So yeah. Okay. All right.
Awesome.
Right. Yeah. Awesome. So whenever you want to go, I will let you get on and beatbox.
I am who I'm meant to be. For an hour, and you say, just like my gravity. I can see how you react, how you react. So much. So much. so much differently. Ready? So much. How you be? How you react to me.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's time.
Time.
I really want Scott Jackson to not to like switch it up and just do the Blue Mountain version of time now.
Yeah.
Speaking of Blue Mountain,
Yeah.
they're coming up next in on like July 1st.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to them. They're going to be sick. They're going to be sick.
Okay. All right. Any last shout outs to anybody before we wrap up? Before we get off the stream.
Well, shout out to Milz for the amazing stream. Can't wait to see some more incredible guests. They're going to be insane.
Yeah.
Shout out to Beatbox scene in general, because, you know, you're great. Shout out to the Scottish Box scene, Al, for organising the tournament this year. I'm excited for that. And yeah, shout out to BAC. Shout out to everyone involved generally with Beatbox, because people were amazing. And yeah, and stay tuned. And stay and stay tuned for Beatbox International, because there's something fire coming soon. And I can't say what, but there's something fire coming soon.
All right. All right. Have a good day. And we are going to end the stream. Thank you. Thank